Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody, for another Blackout TE match. I am Masso on comms, and I will be joined today by Aggie. Hello, Aggie.
Hello, hello.
So right now we have, I believe, I'm not sure if this is I don't think this is the last match in Group B. I know this is at least Oko and Potato's last match, but this is their second matchup. Obviously, Oko Potato versus Graz Static, and Graz and Static upset Oko and Potato the first time around. So let's see if they can pull off the sweep here.
And this is a very important map for both Potato Ochre and Grouse Static, as this will all but determine who is in second place for their group.
Yeah,
Uh,
I
Grouse,
don't
Grouse
think
Static are 4-2 right now, but
I'm
they have
not
another
sure.
match.
Gotcha. Grazdatic would probably have to win both of their remaining matchups to have a chance at brackets, but it's not out of the question.
Of course.
Oko and Potato might still make it to brackets with a loss, but it would really, really help them if they didn't lose.
Yes. We have everyone is ready, so we shall count them down.
All right. So while we get the runners started off, let's take a look at the board, and it's a lot of just obtain goals. So there's Tram Pass, Extra Soul Vessel, God Tuner, Collector's Map, Quick Focus, Deep Focus, Long Nail Mark of Pride, Heavy Blow, Steady Body, Rancid Eggs, and then there's a goal that requires Spore Shroom. So we're going to see a lot of enemy killing going on because we have the real Journal Rando as one of our two gimmicks. And our other gimmick is the Kalo 3. Sorry, the Glory of Being a Fool. There's a check at the end of Kalo 3, which is a little bit less bad to have to get because Kalo 3 is a bunch of unique enemies anyway.
Indeed. There. And from the board, we have two one-off random obtains that could quite literally be anywhere,
Yep.
just because, well, they don't have any impact on progression.
Okay, so Duplicate Dreamer from Gruzmother. It's worth noting that if anything is from infected enemies, those are not considered to be part of the logic yet. They're not placed logically
Yeah.
because dupe items are always placed as junk and are the very last things to be placed. So obviously you do still want to kill these enemies, but you wouldn't. I would not chase them the same way as if it were, say, Hera.
And then we find a dash from one of the infected crosses.
Okay, yeah, that is one of those. Like, you know what? I definitely won't complain, but I won't be like going to fungal instantly, for example.
Hmm. Uh, so having one player go to fungal isn't necessarily a bad choice.
Yeah, I realized after I said that that we've got two players in Crossroads, so sending one to fungal might be a good idea anyways. Also, Dashmaster behind 20 grubs. So there's only one grub goal on the board, and there's nothing required behind grubs, so we'll kind of see how our teams decide to approach grubs.
Yeah. I can definitely see them going for the 20 grubs. Yeah, if for ones that are just along the way while they're doing other things.
All right, so we're seeing an early Moloch here from Potato.
Yeah, and it looks like we're also going. You might see an early Moloch from Datic as well.
Yeah, Datic on his way. So I think the question right now is how does the seed intend for us to get out of Crossroads? Because that dash is not the intended way out unless there's a named dreamer somewhere.
Uh, either something like False Night or as we're seeing now, yeah, most likely False Night at this point, or one of
Yeah.
the enemies.
Yeah, because I think both teams have done a pretty good job clearing out Crossroads enemies. I think the only one left is the Husk Guard blocking
Yeah,
this grub
and
that Graz is on his way to. And of course, you still have shops, I believe, in Dirtmouth.
yeah, I and it looks like Gaz is heading to Dartmouth to check shops.
Yeah. Going by the Black Egg entrance, they're definitely hoping that they'll see that again. And it looks like Graz is going to go for this skip to get the Crossroads Well seal. Not in logic, but very much doable. Doesn't get it.
I believe Gaz missed the first damage boost.
Yeah, I don't believe you actually need damage boost if you have dash. It's just pogo dash, pogo dash. Okay, Leg Eater has shop key and dive.
There we go. There is the intended progression. It is through infection.
Okay, yep. Sly having Monomon, so that does tell us and runners that yes, that dash is the way you're supposed to get out. D-Dark at Sly. So if I'm Oko here, I just go straight to Green Path.
Absolutely. Green
Through
Path is
the
calling.
Elder Boulder.
Another option would be to go to resting grounds through TP.
That is also an option. I'd kind of forgotten about that, which is but I still not sure if I would still do Green Path.
Yeah, leave Green Path to the fungal player.
I suppose it all depends on how comfortable you are doing the Dark Room with this gear. Dream Nail at the Blood Sack. I think Graz just went right past that.
Oh no. Yeah, it looks like he just went straight past it.
He used the lantern to get in, yeah. Also, that dark room is far more comfortable when you have the lantern. I completely forgot that our runners have lantern this entire time.
I entirely
It
forgot
was
as
one
well.
of the very first things we got. Alright, Dirtmouth Stag, just a Mask Shard. Gome Journal Entry, just a Soul Totem. I was about to say Soul Vessel, but I'm like, that's not right. Alright, we're gonna see 0 here. This is something we may not see for a while from Purple, because they missed that Dream Nail. Looks like Potato going back and cleaning up that dive journal entry. Alright, King's Idol from Zero's journal entry, but we still have the essence. Okay, nothing at 0. So if Graz and Datic never go back for that, it won't hurt them.
Mm. And it appears Datic is following in Potato's footsteps.
Yep. Hopefully Potato will remember the moss flies over here. Very easy to forget. And those are the only ones you can access right now.
Very easy to forget, but and also very much out of the way.
Yes. Okay, it looks like Potato did in fact remember, so that's good. Also, I think we may have seen 3 nail upgrades so far. I know we've seen at least 2.
Yeah, we've definitely seen quite a few. Also, the Mossfly, containing the Mossfly journal entry.
Classic. Alright, Quick Slash in Resting Grounds. And there is a Soul Totem and a Soul Refill. So I suppose they already have Dive, so it's not as much of a concern. But you never want to go to Crypts, not have Dive, and then have to figure out some way to get Soul later. Because that is never fun.
Yeah.
And a King's Brand from... Was that an Obel that had it?
Yes, that was novel.
Okay. So we don't have access to Abyss quite yet, but that is always something you're keeping an eye on. I think Oko realized that he missed a Crawlid and wanted to make sure that he got that. And getting a little bit of extra Geo from Grubfather as well. I don't really dislike this play too much. Okay, Simple Key at 7 Grubs. I think that's what he thought he was going to get.
And it looks like they are 1 grub short at the moment.
I think they're 2 Grubs short.
Ah. Yep, you are correct. They are 2 grubs short.
Potato getting the lovely glitch where the enemy's iframes make it impervious to the spikes. Always hilarious. And there's God Tuner from False Knight. So Graz is going to mark that. think Datic used D-Dart to kill the Durandu. Very smart. And King Station Stag at the Stone Sank Mask Shard. So both right side stags pretty much back to back for Navy here. Potato, meanwhile, having quote unquote fun with no eyes. And getting raised in the middle of the fight is definitely something you like to see if you're a Potato here.
Absolutely.
What you don't like to see is being this close to death. VS was at the Hidden Station Stag, so Oko is going to get that now. Graz and Datic already have it.
Potato, please, please.
Potato having the classic no eyes experience. Okay, just a Mask Shard at the end of White Palace. Although White Palace does have a couple unique enemies that can have checks. And I'm not 100% sure why Datic is headed this way.
That is a very good question.
There aren't any unique enemies up here.
Oh. No, there is that one.
Oh, killing the moss flies. There are other places to kill moss flies, but
yep. And autopiloting wall.
Yep. Yeah, I saw him autopilot lore earlier as well, and glanced at the boards like, wait, did I miss that? Alright, Oko headed straight to Abyss with that hidden station and King's Brand.
And we already know that there is absolutely nothing at the Abyss Strike check.
See, did they kill a... What is it?
Nope.
A sibling while they're... Yeah, not killing a sibling. That's a mistake. Just because that absolutely could have something.
I'm fairly certain at this point you need a shade skip to be able to get to the siblings.
No, the siblings will spawn in the main room by the entrance to Birthplace, even when it's not there.
Maybe. Yeah, so it looks like Oko is going to miss out on that for quite a while.
Yeah, I don't think Graz and Datic did it either,
Yeah.
so if it hurts one, it's going to hurt the other.
Exactly.
Alright, so nothing at Boulder Shell. Potato doing more of Green Path. Oko following up that King Station Stag. I very much like this. Lots of unique enemies in the city. And pretty much all of them are easy to get to from King Station, minus the Sanctum enemies. Potato getting a little greedy, trying to get thorns and getting boosted into the thorns. Fragile Heart there. That could be something, but we don't have a Dream Nail and we don't have Well, we don't have Cliff's access, more importantly, and we don't have a Grimchild. And back-to-back dashes from Graz and Datic. One in Right Fungal and one at the Green Path Stag. So Potato is about to get that one in just a minute here. The Green Path Stag one. 2 simple keys in left city as well. So if I'm Oko here, I finish doing the stuff here, and then I just go to Waterways.
Yeah, absolutely. Those 2 simple keys back to back to Scream Waterways.
Also, second white fragment from Graz and Datic. Both of them up by Green Path Stag. One was at the Relic, and the other was at Vanilla Dash. So that King Soul opens up Birthplace. It lets them preview Voidheart, although they can't do the climb for the check, and it lets them get Birthplace Egg. Okay, Monarch Wings from the City Enemy. I didn't see which one. No, those couldn't have been the Bellflies, because both teams already have killed one in Resting Grounds.
Yeah.
I did not see where those wings came from, but somewhere,
Yeah.
some City Enemy.
Well, yeah.
Alright, we're gonna get a couple nail upgrade checks here from Oko. They only have 2 Paylor. I'm not sure how I feel about doing this with 2 Paylor. Purple does not have city access. They have not gone to Stone Sanctuary yet, and that is where the King's Station Stag is. So if Data keeps putting this off, that's just gonna hurt Graz. Right, Oko going and cleaning up the rest of Crypts. And Oko and Potato now have enough grubs for that simple key. Okay, Datic is headed to Stone Sanctuary now. We'll get that city access, which hopefully means they'll get that wing soon.
Hopefully.
So 2 lifeblood from Potato. If I were Potato, I would be tempted right now to have just turned around, gone to Hidden Station Stag, and just gone to Abyss if I had King Soul equipped already, which I don't know if Oko does. Because that lifeblood is going to go away when you warp to a bench. So it's a nice little cheeky way to get at least some of the stuff in Lifeblood Core Room. Logic can't require it doing it that way, but it is always interesting to see. Alright. Oko should pass some siblings on his way down here. Hopefully he kills at least one.
I hope so.
And given that they have wings, we could see Claw at Voidheart, which would be very, very silly.
It'd be very silly, but it would also be incredibly entertaining.
It would be. Okay, Oko remembering to kill the siblings. Nothing there. And there's a Crystal Heart above King Station. I believe at the Relic. It's Love Key. That's gross.
That's gross, but I love it.
They might need that, and they also might not. So Oko is just saying, I'm doing this. I don't want to have to come back here ever.
Yeah.
Which I would say this is the right call.
I agree. And we get some incredible content out of it.
Yeah. It's no flower quest, but it's still good. Alright, Potato doing right fungal. Going to find that Doot Dash, but I don't believe anything else here. It could be a question of when does Oko go back to get that C Dash. Or Potato could very well get it with how they're distributing simple keys. Or how they might distribute simple keys. If Oko does Waterways and Potato does King Station and Dirtmouth.
We're going to see some more potential content in Datic doing Shape of On skip.
This is really difficult to do without Claw, and gets it.
Let's go.
First try, too. That is quite impressive. And realizes that getting across that is also not free. Fortunately, he has King Soul on, so I walked off the ledge and then used his wings. Alright, Potato trying to get the Journal Bug Mantis Village, hoping this Fungling cooperates. Looks like it did. Eventually, at least. And Datic making it to on with 1 health left. You know, the only HP that really matters is the last one. So
Exactly.
Weaver Song there, not something they need.
I imagine as Blue Team, you would be a little scared at this point.
That is true. I didn't realize that Shape of One was on the board. Because, yeah, you definitely do not expect someone to do that skip in a race, for sure. Yeah, it could just be an Isma's, but even that is still just an element of confusion, and possibly could make Oko go back and do things, looking for an Isma's tier that's just not there. Alright, third Paylor from Graz and Datic at the Fog Canyon map. And it looks like Oko might be doing some logic breaks of zone in Kingdom's Edge. And it looks like he's going to do the skip here. It's relatively easy compared to flawless Shape of Uncheck, but it's not nothing, that's for sure. So, who needs no swim, no tier to have a seed with acid skips? Alright. And swim is at the Basin Fountain. Elegant Key at the map in Basin. Datic got the Fog Canyon map already. And it looks like Oko is going to go do Failed Champ out of logic with these Infection Pogos. Which... Okay.
Just killing to kill a maggot.
Just killing a maggot here and not doing Failed Champion, I think, is a mistake.
Yeah, agreed. They have full void spells already yet, as well as a couple of nail upgrades.
Yeah, you have full void spells, you have nail upgrades. You know that can't the maggot cannot be claw. Because those are the only ones in the game. I do not approve of unnecessary maggot murder.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, so Datic in O-Mound. Alright. And let's see, Datic wrapping up this arena. Yeah, no one has 4 Rancid Eggs yet, which is pretty amazing given how far into the seed we are.
Okay.
I would really like to see waterways at some point.
Absolutely.
All right, Mark of Pride in QG. And the Blood Sack that Graz missed in Crystal Peak, Datic will atone for that with the Blood Sack at the entrance of QG. Nothing at Hornet 2. Stagna Stag at Nailsmith, as Chad is pointing out. That was at Nail 3, right?
I believe it was Nail 2. Because Potato Urker potatoes.
Okay. There's a Mantis Claw, but it's at 4 Rancid Eggs. Oh, that's such a troll. Oko going
massive troll, and,
like,
and I'm here
hoping
for it.
That there are some in shops. It says from the hunter. Yeah, you're right. I'm just blind. Don't worry about it. All right, Graz going to buy that swim. Yeah, if I'm Graz Datic here, I really have someone go waterways, which might be what Graz is doing right now.
And it's going
he's going to Edge. Also, I didn't mention this, but Oko made it into Edge without Claw, Swim, or Trampass, which is pretty difficult to do the swim skip for that. Also, apparently there's an egg at Salubra, but it's charm locked because this seed is just a troll. Oh, hey, there's Isma's tier at Kingdom's Edge. I suppose that is valid. I did roll this seed, so...
Yeah. Classic Maso seed.
So that Isma's Tier is a little bit interesting. That is not accessible logically without Claw, I believe. Being at Markoth Dive Relic.
No, that's definitely possible. That's definitely accessible without claw. Oh wait.
Logically?
Oh, logically, no,
Yeah.
not right now.
And Dupe Sea Dash from Markov. I love how I've been having the restreamers tell me how many times to hit the randomized seed button. And the seeds are still terrible. Okay, QG Stag, Dive Locked in Edge. And at Oro, I believe that will also be, unless we see the other Isma's Tier, that will also be Claw Locked.
Yeah.
Alright, Graz is right behind Oko. Potato is going to have a much easier time with Shape of Un, and that's the 5th Rancid Egg for blue team. So I'm gonna mark that. All right.
Both
So
teams have the import eggs. They are very close to getting the claw.
yeah, and Oko is going to get that claw right now, and will also be able to get that Grimchild because that was at 5 Rancid Eggs. Not quite enough eggs to get the Gorb journal entry, though, while Potato's doing Gorb, which makes me slightly sad. Alright, there's Lurian in Deep Nest by the Vessel Fragment. So that is 3 Dreamers for Purple Team. Which I suppose does bring up the question, when do we see Blue go to Queen's Gardens? Because they have the Stag, there's unique enemies there. And again, I suppose Potato is also doing Cliffs, which they haven't touched at all, and Oko... I was going to say Oko appears to be on his way to Waterways, which would make sense, but Oko's on his way to Watcher Knights, which also makes sense because it's the goal on the board. So I would like to see Waterways, but I can't blame anyone for the plays that they're making.
Yeah. Right now, going to areas that have goals and just and doing the checks nearby is quite a good play.
For sure.
But for Oko and Potato, you have the damage, you have the movement.
I do not believe we've seen GG for purple yet.
We have not.
Chat does
seen
point
GG
out
for
that
purple.
they have 4 simple keys on their tracker with that Cliff's key. So
Yeah, so that should be screaming like check simple key lock
yeah,
stuff.
check all the simple key stuff. Which hopefully we'll see Datic do that after he gets to Dirtmouth here. Potato going into King's Pass while Datic is in King's Pass. Graz gonna go do Hornet 2. We already saw that from Oko. Nothing there, but there is the goal. So still no quick focus, deep focus yet. And both teams, I believe, have the ability to full clear Abyss in Logic.
Yes they do.
So that's something I'd like to see as well. Potato going and checking Greta, and presumably going to check GPZ after this. Always something you want to do if Boss Essence is randomized. It's always a bad time to do Kala 1, and then go back and realize, oh wait, I need Zote, and have to do Kala 1 again. And Oko seems to have heard me. And going to Abyss, going to finish full clearing that. This is where I make the obligatory joke for them to stop listening to the stream. And also, Datic is just doing more of Cliff's, still not checking simple keys. Trampass at the Arcane Egg Lifeblood Core.
And Datic biting the lens and not knowing that the child is just there.
Yeah. Just there, and very much at a reasonable egg cost. Meanwhile, we're going to see Divine here from Potato. Divine and the Grim Tent. I think if I'm Grazdatic, I definitely suspect that Oko Potato have Claw. It's not a guarantee, because you can do Watcher Knights without Claw, but I would definitely not anticipate a team doing Watcher Knight, going all the way up to Watcher Knights without Claw, and then having to come back for 3 checks later.
Absolutely. And the checking the
Alright, Potato in QG now. I won't ask if Marmu was around here. I don't think I need to create that firestorm.
quick focus in Abyss.
Oh yeah, that's a goal. So depending on where that deep focus is, that could be very huge for Navy. Although there is still plenty of time for Grazdatic to find that.
Please, Jacob, shut up.
Alright, nothing at Unbreakable Strength, which is good for Oko and Potato because they actually don't have Strength yet. I have no idea where they got it. Datic is going to be getting that Claw and that Grimchild. Also, Dupe Wings is there too. Potato picking up Hera in QG on the way to one of those QG grubs. So that's going to be Black Egg access for blue. And I would not be happy if I was Grazdatic right now, because that has been accessible for a while. Even with all the late Rancid eggs, like, that has been accessible since Kingdom's Edge. I was going to ask if that's considered a major glitch. I think it is.
Yeah, from memory, it is a major glitch.
Yeah, Quick Map is really, really broken, especially in earlier patches of the game. Alright, Oko going up into Sanctum. Got a couple unique enemies up here. You've got Tyrant up here, which is a goal. You absolutely want to do this. Potato doing Traitor Lord as Datic enters QG. And Datic is going to the lower arena, which is certainly interesting. I don't think this is faster with not having done... Wait. No, I think one of them did do the right side of QG already.
I believe so.
So
it might have even been Datic who did it.
Yeah. If it was Grass who did the right side of QG, then this is absolutely the right play. At least as far as going to Deep Nest this way, which I also think is a good play. Because you need to talk to Maskmaker, you've got Lantern, it's much faster access to Beast Den. Defeat both QG arenas is not on this board. Add bingo gold board 1. Also, elevator pass at Soulmaster check. Oh, it's on Aiden board. Yeah, it's not on this board.
And Potato also doing this, following in Dadic's footsteps, doing the same arena.
Yeah, I think if I'm Potato, I go around by Cornifer and by Love Key and just go across the bottom. But, I mean, this is not a particularly slow arena if you've got this much weaponry and full void spells. Speaking of things that are not particularly slow when you have full weaponry and void spells, Oko doing Tyrant. Looks like Graz is not going to give us that E-key check. because Oko and Potato still have not been to. They've not checked the items in the main basin hub. They've full cleared Abyss, but they've not checked like the basin fountain. They've not checked the map, and those are both two items that could be very helpful. Although it's quite possible that neither is required. Alright, and that is Tyrant down for Oko. Collector's Map from Datic. Oh, did Potato not kill a frog? I don't think Potato killed any of the frogs.
Oh no.
I feel like I would have remembered seeing that. And I definitely feel like even if I didn't remember seeing that, chat would have yelled at us already about it. So, yeah, I just think Oko and Potato just completely whiffed that one.
And it looks like both teams are definitely going for that Dash Master.
Yeah, it is very easy to just miss an enemy in TRJR. That is very true. There's a lot of enemies in this game. And a lot of them are in areas that you really don't want to go to. Frogs have Collector's Map, and that's a random obtain that we need. Alright, Oko headed up to Kalos. I assume we already got a GPZ check from Potato?
I like to assume that. I have no idea what that GPZ is.
I know we've seen a Bretta rescue already. And I know Potato was in King's Pass at least. It's also possible that he just hasn't yet and is going to do that after Beast done. Dreamgate in Kingdom's Edge at Akradeg. It's the second Dream Nail we found, and there's Spore Shrew at DV Stag, so that is another required item off the board. I'd also like to mention that neither team has an extra Soul Vessel yet still. Usually 4 Rancid Eggs and an extra Soul Vessel are some of the easiest random obtain goals to get. This seed apparently had other ideas.
It is a very real possibility that go mode for one of the teams is the extra Soul Vessel.
Oh, that would be horrible.
Yes.
Vessel Fragment at Kala 1. So nothing that we definitely need at Hollows. We might end up getting that Vessel Fragment.
Yeah,
okay, and Datic finally going into Waterways. So we'll see what's here. There's Deep Focus. Oko doing Swim Skip by Paylurker. Just a journal entry this time, though. Oko fighting everyone's favorite mini-boss, Paylurker.
with 4 void spells, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Getting nothing and a bunch of Geo at the same time. Datic, meanwhile, has made it through Fluke Heck and is now going to fight Fluke Marm. With Shriek after that Fluke Gauntlet room, Fluke Marm is such an anticlimax.
I know, right?
Alright. Oko is in Colo 1. So I would really assume that we've seen a GPZ check at this point, and it's nothing important.
Yeah.
I believe Zote himself has a journal entry, though. I'm not sure if that's a bonus entry or not.
I know the Zertlings themselves are bonus entries, but I'm not sure about Zert.
Dirtmouth Stag at Shio. Don't really need that. Zote is a bonus entry? Okay. Oh, I think Oko went into Colo 2, not Colo 1, because these battle obbles only show up in Colo 2. I don't know why Oko was trying to...
This is Colo 3.
Oh, this is Colo 3. Oh, even better then.
Yes.
Alright, Datic going to enter Godhome. Is a required goal on the board. Colo 3 reward was just a Wanderer's Journal. So probably just doing this for all of the enemy checks.
Yeah. Colo 3 does have every single unique entry that's in colors.
It does not. I don't... Well... it definitely doesn't have bubbles.
Yeah, excluding bubbles and God Tamer.
Well, God Tamer is in Colo 3, so not excluding God Tamer.
Well, yeah. But most people will end up swapping out after Vault Twisters.
Well, we'll see if Oko is most people.
we shall see, indeed.
Okay, Voidheart from the Lifeblood above Galeon. Oko's still enjoying the effects of that King's Brand. Not King's Brand, King Soul. Shaman Stone in Waterways. And Oko just piecing out. That was an odd time to leave. Yes, Oko and Potato do have Spore Shroom. It was at Distant Village Stag. Alright, Oko going to check Isma's tier. Oh, Potato and Oko might be in go mode.
Yeah, they do not have Collector's Map as of yet.
Ah, that's right. They don't have Collector's Map as of yet, but they're... I think they're betting that's not in Colo 3, which is why Oko warped out when he did. Which is a pretty good bet to make. Alright, third Dream Nail we've seen across our two teams in Waterways.
And I believe Graz and Datic are only down a tram pass for their go mode. And the Soul Vessel.
That's true, yeah. They're down Void Heart still.
Ah, yeah, there's that as well. Yeah, so both teams incredibly close to go.
Yeah. Less than an hour in as well, with this many random obtains is quite interesting. And both teams need different one-off random obtains. I would certainly feel that it's more likely that for Graz and Datic to get that random obtain than for Oko
I
and
believe
Potato.
so. It's going to be quite a while before Oko Potato kill a Loodle.
Yeah, unless Potato remembers. But I don't see anything happening that would prompt Potato to remember. Wait, have Graz and Datic gotten Spore Shroom? I can't recall.
Yes.
They have? Okay.
Graz and Datic do have Spore Shroom.
Oko getting the lower tram, but not doing the tram lock checks, which is absolutely the right call here. You know Collector's Map cannot be tram locked. That Fluke Munga just got stuck in the corner. I've never seen that before.
I have never seen that either.
Last dash behind Dung Defender and Waterways. Okay, Potato is going to be entering Godhome here in just a minute. Datic going to find that Hera. And there's that extra soul vessel that the teams have needed. Graz finally finding one in Deep Nest. And I'm pretty sure that was its super secret as well, which is not very nice.
Yeah, the vessel fragments have been pretty mean this seed.
Yeah, unless there's one in shops that we're just all forgetting about. Which is extremely possible that Oko and Potato know of one in a shop somewhere and are just waiting to buy it. Oh, that's tragic. That's so tragic. Trampass was at the Lifeblood Core Egg. Lifeblood Core Arcane Egg. Oh, I'm so sad that Dupe Claw is on. That would have been, well...
Yeah,
that would have to be the Dupe Claw, but that's still really funny. It was a GPZ. Alright, Oko doing Lost Kin. Potato following what Graz was doing earlier. And Graz doing Mantis Lords, which I think we saw early from Potato. Alright, so there's an Awoken Dream Nail from Archives.
I hope Daddy doesn't take the bait.
If you go into White Palace and only go up to the Atrium bench, I think that's generally the right call in TRJR.
Yeah.
Because it lets you get all the White Palace unique enemies, and it doesn't take all that long.
Very true.
Yeah, you're not committing to the full White Palace Path of Pain nonsense. Alright, Oko and Potato finally getting that extra soul vessel. An hour and 3 minutes in. Potato going to grab that Journal Blow Stone Sanctuary. And Oko is headed up into Cliffs. Not Cliffs, Peak. Have we seen Peak at all besides the quick dip in?
No, I don't believe so. This definitely looks like...
Yeah, so... Yeah, although the good news is that Potato is the one that did QG, so Oko doing Crystal Peak won't hurt them as much.
Yeah.
If Potato was the one committing to Crystal Peak, that would be really bad. Second nail art at the Zote journal entry. And answer the question in chat, you can dream nail some, but not all of the corpse creepers before they wake up in that arena. It's extremely weird. Don't question it. Oh, Dadig dying to No Eyes. So the Spore Shroom is something that both teams actually have. Both teams have Spore Shroom from Distant Village. But both teams are just looking for a different random obtain right now. And are both hiding it from each other. So the Tram Pass that Graz and Dadik are looking for is in Abyss. And they also still need a Void Heart from somewhere that I currently cannot remember.
Yeah, I don't remember where that Void Heart is either.
Oh, it was Lifeblood above Dalian. I remember now.
Yeah.
And Oko Potato are looking for Collector's Map that's at the Loodle journal entry. And Potato has already done a bunch of QG, but just never killed a Loodle. Answer that question from chat, which is a good question. How do the teams get information on what the other is doing or has? They basically all they have to work with is the bingo board that is to the right. So, generally, obviously, you need to get all of the bingo goals done to complete the seed. So you can't just put off things forever. And if you pick up a random obtain that's, for example, just obtain X item, you have to mark it. But you can get something that requires a random obtain, get the random obtain for something that requires random obtain, and just not do the goal. That's exactly correct. They'll purposefully wait to do a bingo goal to make the other team think that they don't have the required items for it. Okay, Spore Shroom from Datic in a distant village. Apparently chat lied to me earlier, SMH.
Yeah.
And I guess this is where all the vessel fragments are. 2 of them back to back in Crystal Peak. Alright, Potato is going to find that 3rd Dream Nail soon as well. Yeah, that is true. Sometimes if it's a check location goal and a check item goal and they both get marked at the exact same time, then you know one is at the other, but that's very, very uncommon. Yeah, if random obtain is at a different goal, there's really no point in hiding it. That's true, because it needs done anyways. Alright, looks like Graz is also in Hollow 3. We saw Oko doing this earlier, and then piecing out halfway through. We'll see how far Graz gets before he decides that it's not worth his time. Dupe Shade Soul from Crystallized Mound. Yeah, both teams just seem to have completely forgotten about what they need. Which, I mean, for Oko Potato is completely understandable, I think. Just because, you know, it's one random enemy, forgetting it. It does happen in TRJR. I feel like Grazdatic... I feel like you probably check Abyss sooner than this. Datic doing backwards Darkness will help with Tramp. Yeah, it'll help with White Fragment. It won't help with the Tramp Pass. That King's Brand was extremely early. It was at the Obel journal entry in Green Path, so. Yeah, Tramp Pass was at the Arcane Egg in Lifeblood Core. Okay, Loodle journal entry from Potato. Hopefully, this could remind him that he still needs to kill one of those. That's the only thing I can see. Oh, he's going to QG. Wait a minute. the wrong part of QG,
Oh.
though. Yeah, he may just be going and checking Love Key here. Yeah, I think the Loodle may have reminded them about QG, but not about the Loodle itself, which would be very unfortunate. Hang on, let me double check something in the VOD. Do we know if there's a chance that everyone just missed it?
Potentially.
I'm going to go back in the VOD and check.
Maybe guys going to Abyss, maybe.
Looks like Oko is going to die White Palace. All right.
It looks like purple team is about to get their Void Heart.
Yeah.
Now I need them to go into Abyss for the
Yeah,
second time.
Potato just completely did not kill a Loodle
Oh
that
no.
first time in QG. We did not, in fact, miss it. That's really, really bad for
That's really
Blue.
rough.
I'm not sure if Collector's Map does show in the inventory.
Collector's map does not show in inventory. Yeah, it will show in tracker log if you picked it up.
Dadit going to Black Egg for the bench. And doing White Defender. Oh no. Okay, Purple has Datic has their map up. There's a lot of things in Abyss still.
Yeah, I can kind of understand people not going back into Abyss. They've been in there once. They don't want to double dip it.
I mean, I would, except for the fact that, well, Potato and Oko have had Trampast for a while already.
Yeah,
So you want to go to item dense areas. You don't want to be doing these one-off
absolutely.
checks. And I think it's almost the same token with Oko and Potato here.
Yeah, I am very much hoping that Graz and Daddy go back to Abyss, and similarly, Oko and Potato go back to QG and kill the little.
Okay, there's the third nail art in Path of Pain. Yeah, it's going to come down to just who goes to that place that they need to go sooner. Oko and Potato have a pretty significant checks lead, but they also did in the last race against Grazdatic, and they lost that one, so it guarantees absolutely nothing. Graz going and doing 0.
And it looks
This
like
is a one-off
Daddy.
random obtain that I don't mind, but it's not the one-off check that I don't mind because it's so early, but it's also not the one they need.
Yeah, and it looks like Daddy is going to fight Nox.
Goodness, we've seen both teams go to Nosk already.
Every time they walk out, I'm hoping they go to the right place.
Yeah, we will definitely have to ask them in interviews why they're putting off Abyss this long.
Yeah.
Because going to Nosk before this just, at least to me, makes no sense at all.
Agreed.
Like, double dipping Abyss sucks, sure, but there's like 7 checks down there still.
Yeah, at this
Versus
point they
Nosk
can.
having 2.
Yeah. At this point they can very, very easily full clear Abyss. They avoid hearts, they don't have to do the sibling climb. Though killing the sibling is very much a good thing for the check.
Tato going and doing Collector, not getting the Scream skip.
Yeah, and at this point they're not even doing much of Abyss because their go mode is so early. Oh, yeah, so early in it.
Oko falling into thorns thanks to the dreaded wings dip. Okay, Graz is going to Crystal Peak. I don't mind doing this. It is check dense. We are seeing some Grim content from Datic. I'm pretty sure both of these teams have been looking for, Oko and Potato at least, have been looking for just this one collector's map for like half an hour.
It's been a very long time. Graz and Datic have been looking for 2 random obtains for about as long.
Yeah. Alright, just some essence at the end of Path of Pain. Alright, let's see what Grim has. We know it's not anything required. but is it anything funny? It's just a rancid egg.
Oh. Damn, not that funny.
Yeah, if purple is deliberately not doing Abyss, then I think that Navy will probably get their random obtain sooner. But if they've just missed it, then they will probably go there first.
Yep, looks like Datic is either heading to White Palace or Abyss. I'm not sure which one.
It ain't Abyss, I can tell you that much.
Yep, it definitely ain't Abyss. Mm. I'm hoping.
Potato never checked GPZ, apparently.
Yeah, I'm hoping you walk out. Yeah.
I 100% agree with chat here. This is White Palace here is not the right play. It's just far too late in the Dream Nails were just far too late in the seed.
Mm.
Okay, Oko bringing up his map, thinking, what is there left in this stupid seed? Get me out of here.
Yep. Yeah, I'm hoping that it goes to Atrium Bench and walks out.
One notch Soul Eater at failed champ, which it's nice to have, but it's not what they need. Potato now doing Grim. Zero Totem is the zero journal entry. That's pretty cheeky.
Yeah, that is pretty cheeky.
Datic is not warping out after Atrium. Charm Notch from Sly at NMG.
Yeah, like based on how long ago Food Team marked as well, you would think that there isn't really anything in Palace based on what you have already.
Yeah, based on how long these goals have been marked for both teams, honestly.
Mm.
Oh no, Potato!
No. For sure. This match goes to show routing does make a massive difference.
Very much so. Datic going towards Abyss.
Go.
And dropping in.
Let's go.
Has lifeblood on and is looking at the map.
And that in Lifeblood Core.
Yeah, blue just needs to kill a Loodle. Although Potato would have to go there basically right after finishing off Grim. And even then... Oko finally finding that elegant key at the basin map.
I don't think Potato checking his map will help all that much, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it's one check out of still many checks. Full clearing this seed will take a very long time. Also, is that all 40 charms for Oko and Potato, by the way?
I believe so.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, that's just absolutely horrifying. And Urko back in colors.
Yeah.
Absolutely, this is incredibly well played by both teams.
Wait, Oko and Potato's Bingo UI says they'll only have 39 charms. Apparently they're missing one still.
I wonder which one that could be.
Potato going to Black Egg. And there's a GG from Graz.
And we're about to get GG's from Dadik.
And GG's from Dadik. Yeah, they don't need Trampass, they need Collector's Map. Alright. Yeah, that...
It looks like Graz and Dadik looks like they're ready for interviews.
Yes.
GG's.
Hello.
GG's.
Hello. Thank you.
Okay.
So, believe it or not, you, Datic, and Oko Potato were in very similar situations, except Oko and Potato had it worse in terms of just hunting for one random obtain.
Yeah, we realized the moment we killed that guy that is a very easy thing to miss.
Yeah, and when we saw they didn't,
Oh
they
my
had
god,
the
it's
gold,
Ludo.
didn't have
Yeah.
got the
Yeah, it is little.
And this is why I hate BOTE, man.
This is why I'm not in this tournament. But yeah,
Not-
TRJR, very easy to just miss one enemy.
Which was it? What was it?
It was the
Little.
Loodle.
The what?
Loodles, the frogs in QG.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, oof.
Yeah, that was pretty painful.
Yep. So, Grass Daddy, wait, why did you put off Abyss for so very long?
So we got extremely sidetracked by trying to read where they found the Trampas. It was like a minute and a half after they beat Watcher Knights,
Hmm.
and like we could not figure out where the hell it was.
Oh no.
We thought it was on NMG, and we were missing Cyclone somewhere. Because like it had to be like a really fast check, but we just had no idea. And the reason I didn't check Abyss is because I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would do it. But yeah, that.
I mean, if we don't have QG stack, we're
have
surely
QG
gonna
stack.
get. I know, but if you don't have QG stack, you are forced to go to frogs, right?
Yes.
Wait,
I mean, you're forced to go through
There's
some
also
frogs anyways.
Yeah, you go
that's
through
true.
frogs
Oh my
and
god,
Luigi
I didn't
Grub.
kill the frogs.
I will
My
freely
bad.
admit, in like a while afterwards, I was like, did we all just completely miss it? Because there's obviously a lot going on. And I went back in the VOD to check. It's like, no, we just went right past them. I was hoping that when you beat Nosk and got Loodle journal entry from that, hopefully that would serve as a reminder. And then you warped to QG, but it was the wrong QG bench. Oh,
That's rough.
Literally, it's only that and crystallized Haas in our entry. Oh my god.
yeah.
I mean, apart from Trampas lock, obviously, which couldn't be there.
Yeah.
Whoop.
Yeah, that was a brutal seed just for one-off random obtains all over the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, what, 6 random?
Something like
7,
that.
yeah.
Something like that.
Oh well.
All right. Question from chat, and this is a good question. This is something that I think Aggie and I were asking a bit as well. Why did you go to White Palace?
Yeah, purely because we were getting desperate. We were thinking like, okay, maybe they had gotten awoken like super early and it would be at the start of White Palace somewhere, like he would warp after Watcher Knights to do White Palace or something, and there would be a Trampas there or a Cyclone Slash. So that's basically why I only did the first half of White Palace and not the late, and then I warped out of it. But yeah, we were just absolutely drawing from our last checks.
Reasoning for us doing Palace is because we had nothing left, and we Last time we played, Graz and Datic went to Palace immediately once they got Dreamnail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is just extremely frustrating. GG's, Graz Datic. Good luck in upper bracket.
GG's. Even if we even get there, I don't think it's guaranteed.
Yeah, it's not at all guaranteed. I think you would have to win your match against Confluffy, and even then, I don't think it's guaranteed. But
I don't think we are going to win that, but you know it's Randall, so anything can happen.
It's Rando indeed.
all right. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you, everyone.
We have another match in about 3.5 hours. So hopefully we will see you then.
See ya.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.